When I'm running my management development workshops, I usually start it with a rope trick, which goes something like this. Some of you to come here today will have come a short distance. Others of you a bit further away, and some of you come a long way. Now, it's my hope that by the end of our time together, everybody is going to feel the very same. That you're going to feel that our time together has been challenging, stimulating, and worthwhile, and that whether you have come a short distance to be here, a bit further away, or a long way away. Now, while I'm doing that trick, there could be some people in my audience thinking, we're paying this guy how much? And he shows us a rope trick. We've come to learn about leadership and culture. Why is he showing us a magic trick? And they could badmouth me at coffee time and lunchtime, and that's understandable. But does it get their needs met? No. Why? Because they're talking about me, not to me. It's only when somebody comes up, taps me on the shoulder and says, Shay, I know you meant well, hero, but what I would have needed is, only now do I become aware there's an issue. Only now do I have choices. Only now can I begin to meet their needs. Up to then, I was a hero. They saw it as a villain, but they never helped me. Why? Because they talked about me, not to me. And is that how we handle most situations when our needs are not being met? Are we inclined to just moan, blame, criticize, finger point? And when we finger point, yes, sure, one finger goes at the other person, where there's three, points back to me, which could be a good reminder that maybe I need to get involved. I need to be taking responsibility in this situation. People who blame put themselves at effect. Things are happening to them. They get a sense of hopelessness. They feel a victim. They have given their power away. People who put themselves at cause make things happen. They believe, they are looking for solutions. Well, let's see what can happen. Who's responsible for your health? You or your doctor? Well, I am. My doctor is a significant resource. Who's responsible for your appreciation levels, your motivation levels? I am. My team leader is a significant resource. And it's only too easy to blame and finger point, fold your arms, management. And it's not being fair. It's complex. People have got to get involved. It's a bit like the story of the two mice who fall into a bucket of cream. And one just, it's hopeless. I'm going to drown. And they do drown. And the other keeps on thinking, well, let's see what can happen. And they start climbing up the side of the bucket, but they slide back into the cream, pedal across to the other side, exploring what's up there. And with all that movement, guess what happens? The cream turns to butter. And the mouse is saved. And maybe there's a piece of learning there for us. See, it's not what life throws at you. It's what you do with what life throws at you. It's how you play the cards of life. I've got a box, a white box. Inside the white box is a blue box. And people might say, well, is it possible to get the blue box or get the white box inside the blue box? And you're going to say, impossible, crazy, because the blue box was inside the white box a few minutes ago. And if I start off with that mindset, no, it's hopeless, it's impossible, guess what? I'll never even make an attempt. And does that happen to us in real life? You what? You want me to achieve what with no real budget? With the current marketplace, how do you expect me to achieve this? Those targets are unreasonable. Management, they're not going to change. He'll never listen. And if that's the stuff we're running, guess what? We will put ourselves in victim mode. We will put ourselves in this sense of being hopeless. Whereas, well, let's play around. So the white box was outside the blue box a few minutes ago. How do I get that inside? And lo and behold, the impossible is not as impossible as we think it is. to make your place of work an even better place to work. Look for solutions, not people to blame, and talk to your colleagues, not about them. And if it's to be, it's up to me.